Oh, there's so many yummy vegetarian options out there. You could try like lentil soup, veggie burgers, tofu stir fry. The possibilities are endless. At just 3 years old, a rare infection, septic shock, and more than 20 surgeries. The result? Both legs amputated below the knee. Okay, now fast forward 5 years. Last night, that very same boy, his name is Bowden Baumkirchner, he's 8 now, walked out onto the mound at Chase Field, and he threw out the first pitch for the Arizona Diamondbacks. It was just one of those moments, pure inspiration. It really proves that some stories are just so much bigger than the game itself. His dad, Brian, he called it a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And that feeling, that really thin line between total triumph and complete disaster, well, that pretty much defined the entire night across sports. A night of unbelievable highs and some really devastating lows. All right, let's get into it. So we're going to talk about two of baseball's newest stars, and they had two completely different nights. For one guy, a debut that was just historic. For the other, a dream start that just came to a sudden, painful stop. Yeah, this is the rookie roller coaster. First up, you've got Cleveland Guardians rookie Chase DeLauter. I mean, this guy wasn't just hot, he was completely on fire. 4 home runs in his first 3 games. That ties a major league record. He had just been named the American League Player of the Week. Seriously, by any metric, he was the hottest hitter on the entire planet. And then came the ultimate test, a trip to the plate in Dodger Stadium. And who's on the mound? Oh, just the two-way phenom, 2-time MVP Shohei Ohtani. It was like the unstoppable force meeting the immovable object. And just like that, it was over. DeLauter fouls a pitch right off his back foot. He tried to stay in, even tried to run out the next grounder, but the pain was just immediate. It was too much. We're in the first inning. He's out of the game with a left foot contusion. The hottest string in baseball, gone in a flash. But at the same time, all the way across the country in Phoenix, a completely different rookie story was playing out. So just picture this, okay? It's the bottom of the 8th, there are 2 outs, the whole game is on the line. And who's coming in from the bullpen? The legend himself, Kenley Jansen, a guy with almost 500 career saves. I mean, this is the definition of a pressure cooker. And who's stepping up to the plate for the Diamondbacks? A 22-year-old kid named Jose Fernandez. In his very first major league game. On a 1-1 count, Fernandez just unloads on one. A massive go-ahead 2-run homer. It was an absolute storybook moment. The D-backs win it, 7-5. So you see, one rookie's night ends in agony, the other's is a complete fairy tale. It just shows you the brutal, beautiful paradox of pro sports. Now let's jump over to the NBA, because this kind of high-stakes drama is playing out there too. And it's not just on the court, it's really in the court of public opinion. We're talking about the crazy debate over the league's MVP, and right in the middle of it all is Lakers superstar Luka Doncic. And what's so fascinating here is just how clear the two sides are. I mean, the case for Luka, it's an offensive explosion. He leads the entire league in scoring. He's got the most 40-point games. He's 3rd in assists. Oh, and the Lakers, they're on fire, 14-2 since the end of February. But the case against him is just as strong. The critics will tell you, hey, the MVP is a full season award. You have to play on both sides of the ball. And Luka's defense, well, that's been the big question mark. Now, in Luka's corner, you've got his coach, J.J. Redick, and he is not holding back at all. He points to the team's incredible run and just says it flat out. To me, he is the MVP. He literally calls Doncic the engine that's driving all of our winning. But that's not where the story ends. On the flip side, you get a direct response from someone who actually has a vote, Rachel Nichols. When she was asked if Luka would be her #1 pick, her answer was a very blunt no. She says, look, he'll be on my ballot, but the award is for consistent two-way play for the entire season. So the key takeaway here is that this isn't just fans arguing. The people who actually vote are totally split. And while those huge stories were grabbing all the headlines, there was a whole slate of other critical games going on. So it's time for a quick, rapid-fire nightly roundup. All right, in baseball, the Giants snuck by the Padres 3-2, and this was a big one for the rookie manager Tony Vitello, his first ever win in the majors. Over in the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers stayed hot. They beat the Jazz 122-113. That's now 6 wins in their last 7 games. And on the ice, a huge statement win for the Pittsburgh Penguins. They absolutely crushed the Islanders 8-3 in a game that has some massive playoff implications. And all of this kind of brings us full circle, doesn't it? From the cold, hard numbers of an MVP race to the pure emotion of a rookie's storybook home run, all the way back to the unbelievable courage of an 8-year-old kid on a pitcher's mound. It really all comes down to one big question. In the world of sports, what actually matters more? Is it the statistics we can count on a page, or is it the stories that truly inspire us? Let us know what you think down in the comments.